Welcome to Rensselaer Field in East Hartford, Connecticut. Early season momentum at stake here as we have a Week 2 clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Maryland Terrapins and the Connecticut Huskies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Thanks, guys. The Connecticut head coach told me pregame. One thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Will deliver the opening kickoff, and we'll get this game going. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22.
Entering settings screen, you have 30 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected. Menu narration option is set to off.
Maryland Terrapins offense will have the first possession of the game. And here comes the sophomore running back. He's coming off a 100-yard game and a couple of touchdowns in their last win. To the air, it's Washington. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Throws to the tight end. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground. And they're starting to bring some noise here on this early 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. A strike downfield. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. The Terrapins will have it 1st and 10. The give is to Williams. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. And the Terrapins are moving quickly down the field. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Here's a little room there. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Terrapins!
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's putting the college football world on notice.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with a 39-yard run to the house. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Huskies offense will now get its first chance with the football. They'll try to get the ground game going against what looks like a tough matchup for him. We'll see if this backer can keep him in check. On the run, it's Christian. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Makes the grab, and they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be 4th down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. He's got great speed. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Maryland's offense comes out ready to go on the attack. Back to pass, it's Washington. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with his 7-0 lead. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. The Terrapins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The run inside, it's Williams. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. To the ground to try to move the chains. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off the play fake on 1st down. Complete to the left. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
And here's a good lesson for a lot of young receivers out there watching this game. You got to create separation against man-to-man coverage. You've got to run away from the defender and come back to the football. That's what that receiver did on that play.
Run in the red zone, it's Williams. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Maryland! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the 1st half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The UConn offense goes back to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Running inside, it's Christian. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Fires on the move. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And this defense picking up right where it left off. Last week put a great game together, really shut down an opponent. Now you can tell, man, they're going to make you earn everything you get. And this offense is going to have to find a way to find some holes because we haven't seen them the last couple weeks.
This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field. And look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. The sure hands, it's Fleming.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here in the game.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Makes it past the marker. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Well, we're only in the first quarter, and already this guy has 2 explosive runs. He told us coming into this one he thought he could have a big day statistically against this defense. There was something he saw on film that made him believe he was going to have a lot of success, and he's already doing it now. He is breaking off big ones. He's showing you the vision. He's showing you the speed. Defense has no idea how to stop him.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It's 3rd and 5. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Makes a catch. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Not much of a secret who they were looking to, but doing something about it is a major problem.
It's so hard to stop on these 3rd downs. You think about it, he can block, and then he can go deep. He can release,
Makes the catch, and he will score. Touchdown, Terrapins!
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the 2nd quarter yet, and this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. And here comes the Connecticut offense ready to go to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. That's reeled in. It's Porter. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. They'll run play action. Here's the pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And how about the true freshman? We've heard about this guy. We heard he's got a chance to be really, really good. Talking with coaches this week, and he gets his first sack. Listen, guys, I'm a pass rusher. Everybody remembers their first sack.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one deep down the right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. UConn will have to punt it away. Takes it on the return. Slips through the line. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Terrapins will get things going on offense as they come onto the field. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. He's in open space downfield.
And that adds to a successful day. 100 yards rushing on the day. That's what you strive for. Usually when you hit that 100-yard mark, a lot of times you're saying my offense is going to win, my team is going to win. He's at the 100-yard mark, so that's a good thing for the offense.
Shows him the stiff arm. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And that's the second time today, man. Like, you see, it looks like he's going in fast forward. He's got some jets, man. This guy can really, really move. This offense does such a nice job of finding creative ways to get him the football. And we've already seen it today. A couple of explosive plays, and they're going to continue to feature this young man.
He's going to run it. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
Trying play action. Throws for the tight end. Got a man. It's Fleming. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. And the Terrapins are moving quickly down the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. He's inside. Got enough space. Touchdown, Maryland! And they take it in for 6 more points. What a game he's had. 3rd touchdown of this one and 5 on the season.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. They have been bludgeoned right out of the gate in this one now to try to find their footing and get back in this game. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying to impose their will with the run. Picks up the first down. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. The run inside. It's Christian. Gain of right at 7 yards. 2nd and 3 coming.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. Off play action. Finds his big tight end.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Could be an alley. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down.
Well, this defense has their hands full with him on this drive. And that DB, I'll tell you, he may have saved a touchdown with that tackle. When you've got speed like this running back has, if he gets in the second level, a lot of people start to hold their breath because it could be a house call. And they're going to keep giving him the football here in the drive. Up front, this defense has got to get a lot more physical.
The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Got it behind the line. It's Bowers. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
This linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Off the play fake. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. They'll have to punt for the 4th time today. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. Running inside, it's Williams. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to...
Snags it, and there's running room. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. And you just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
Across the 25, he's got room. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Washington. Throws to the wideout. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Under fire. Escapes trouble. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Fires to the tight end. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on third down. They punted away on fourth down. Makes a nice grab at the 25. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. UConn going back to work on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Wants to throw on third down. Pucks it out of the air. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, and maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
He'll run it again. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It's square.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
UConn will have to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. Maryland's offense comes out ready to go on the attack. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back.
There he goes. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Fires to the wideout. That's caught. It's Durr. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. The give is to Williams. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
Oh, look, Ma, one hand.
Man, what a catch by the big tight end. They got those big old huge mitts, those big dudes. So nice job sticking it up in the air, and it just sticks to it, makes the nice spectacular grab.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short, coming defense trying to rise up. Looking to throw for it. Quickly out to the tight end. Working their way closer and closer, a 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win.
Caught. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the second quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hook up there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in their last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal.
Makes the grab in their space. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins!
And man, offense, defense, special teams, they are showing it all early in this football game. We're still in the first half. We got a 5-touchdown lead. Everything going right except for us, guys, because now we're going to have to figure something to talk about because this one isn't over, but it's close to almost at the half.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The UConn offense goes back to work. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Face mask penalty cost the D 15 yards and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Could not make his way to the corner.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was.
Oh, he's got some space. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Good work up front to get that 1st down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. They're going to ride this running back. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. To the air. It's Washington. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the 1st half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a 1st half.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Trying to burn this defensive back. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And that's really good discipline by this defense because they've given up some yards on the ground, and so naturally you think, be more aggressive, commit more bodies. Nice job staying patient, playing your responsibility on the outside, not giving up the deep ball, making them earn this, go down the field, and not give up those big plays.
Kick is in the air. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Connecticut offense ready to go to work. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Quickly complete. Turning it on, and he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. They've been steamrolled so far in this first half, David, but maybe a little positive momentum to take to the locker room.
And I like you got the first down of the drive, so maybe you can build on this now. I would play with some tempo, obviously getting closer to halftime here. Maybe create some momentum, get a score here, and cut into this lead.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concept.
He's going to throw deep right side. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. They'll run it to the right. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. UConn will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Washington. Got it. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They knock him down right there.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down. And the Terrapins will send out the punt unit. Hauls it in, looking for space. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Motion from the back. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the right. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. And now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Safe completion on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 7 team, the Texas Longhorns. And it's the Buckeyes with the lead right now in the first half. This has been a good one, a battle of 1-0 teams. And now we take a look at some of the other games going on around the nation on another wild day of college football. Now back to your game at the Rent. What a first half for that superstar back. He's already over 100 yards today, and he's done it with tough physical running, but also elusive speed. And that combination has his team 2 quarters away from a nice win.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Coach Candle told me at the half, they have got to consider what they should do here in the second half. Their young quarterback, getting the first start of his career, has struggled here in the first half. They have some decisions to make. I will keep you posted as to the conversations and what I'm seeing on the sideline about how they handle this young player moving forward. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Second down, they'll go to the air. The short hands, it's Christian. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Right on the money. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the Huskies have it with a 1st and 10. Grabbed behind the line, it's Porter. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Going to take a shot. And they say this is a game of inches, just a few more inches in the field of play, and it would have been a big gain. Instead, it's incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the... Down.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. To the air on 2nd down. Here's a heat. Buying some time. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Finding some room. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy 1st down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Tackled there by the defense.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him. Got him on the ground too quick.
Second down, they'll go to the air. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers, and you saw it there on the incompletion.
Just threw that one way too far.
I know we're in the 3rd quarter, but because they're trailing like they are, they're right now in 4-down mode every single drive. You throw an incompletion down in the red zone, this is a no-brainer. They're going to be throwing it again, and we'll see if the defense can step up here.
Absolutely perfect. And the field goal was good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Terrapins will get things going on offense as they come onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Throws to the tight end. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running.
Maybe a crease. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Terrapins come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Finds his man. It's Durham.
And that's just a timing route. And if I'm a quarterback and they're going to sit back in zone, when I run those crossers, man, I just wait for that zone window to open up, anticipate it a little bit, chunk that thing, and let my receiver do the rest of the work.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Goes high to pull it in. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Man, I love this offensive approach, man. All gas, no brakes. You got the lead, so what? Continue to do what you do. Find those one-on-one situations and continue to stay aggressive.
And the Terrapins go back to work after moving the chains through the air. The run inside. It's Williams. And they're able to get him down, but not before he gets to the 2.
You can tell, man, really made a point for this offense to run the football, to be physical and defensively. Already getting behind in this football game.
And he's in. Touchdown, Maryland!
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Got out of trouble and throws. Finds his tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that 1st down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
Punt is on its way. Hauls it in and looking upfield. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Makes the grab. It's Durr. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45.
Well, I guarantee you one thing, and at halftime with a big lead, there were no conversations about, hey, let's run the ball, let's slow it down, let's bleed the clock, keep our defense fresh. They are staying aggressive. They're trying to add to this lead, and with this quarterback, I do not blame you. Keep chucking the pill.
Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
We get a timeout here taken by the Terrapins. That will be their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To the air, it's Washington. Makes the catch. It's Fleming. Open space at the 25. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. The Terrapins will snap it on 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Williams. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Terrapins! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He scores for the 5th time in this game.
David, I mean, you can take your hands away from your eyes. At this point, this thing is just defense optional. This is atrocious. Nobody wants to tackle in this game. Nobody wants to take an angle. It's another long touchdown. Great job by the running back, but when are these defenses going to show up?
Yeah, it's frustrating. It's hard to watch, man. We've got to get lined up, make sure you're in the right gap. You can't jump out of your gap. You can't guess. And these defenses, they're giving up big plays, and those are the ones that will kill you because it's points right away. And a lot of points in this football game, and these coordinators, they're not real happy right now.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. UConn going back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Now the play fake. Fires to the big fella. 5-yard gain on that play. It'll be 3rd and 5. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Maryland's offense comes out ready to go on the attack. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Washington. Snagged in the middle. It's Durham. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. The give on the counter. Find some fresh air. Got enough for the first. Might have a chance. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Yeah, this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
Snagged out of the air. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick. But the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, a TFL. Now you got a big 2nd down here, probably.
Touchdown, Maryland! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this.
Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you'll perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, Dave.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to get
Menu narration option is set to off.